Hi! I have been asked many times to do a tutorial on how I glaze my paper beads. And I used to just say, hey, look on YouTube, there's so many tutorials out there. But I finally decided to do my own tutorial. So here it goes. I am not going to be glazing any beads. I'm just going to show you how to do it. I don't want to waste the time with rubber gloves and washing my hands. And yes, I do wear rubber gloves while I am glazing. So I use 30-pound fishing line, nylon fishing line, okay? You can use any weight you want. That's what I like to use. It's nice and thick. Then I use Coke tabs, soda can tabs, okay? I take a piece of fishing line, the length of which will depend on the box that you're planning on using, and I'll explain that in a minute. You'll see the box there, the red one. I tie one tab to one end, the other end stays empty, nothing on this end. I then thread my unglazed beads, and mind you, these are already glazed, I'm just using them as an example. I thread the unglazed beads on the fishing line. They can't fall off because they got that tab at the end. Okay? Then I lay that down. I dip my beads twice. The first time I dip them in Mod Podge. At this point it doesn't matter if you use gloss or matte because it's not going to be the last coat. I use this mainly just to seal up the paper layers. I don't use it straight from the jar because it is too thick. I try to find a spaghetti jar, something with a nice big opening, and I thin my Mod Podge down, I don't know, to the consistency of a little bit heavier than whipping cream. Okay, that's something you can play with. You see how liquid it is there. The second coat that goes on my beads is Minwax Polyacrylic Clear Gloss water-based. This is awesome. I love it because it's water-based. So that I use straight. I do not thin that down at all. I use it just the way it comes in the can, except I hate fiddling with that lid with a screwdriver and everything, so my Minwax is also in a spaghetti or sauce jar, whatever you want to use. But this is full strength. This is not diluted. I take the lids off. First the Mod Podge. I take my string like this. I dip it in here. Let it drip off. I usually do this in a sink. Then when I have it nice and not too much excess on there, I go to my box. This is a box from Costco. These are awesome. Costco, you can get these wonderful boxes that are actually kind of pretty and have two sides and a back, and the front is open. And I take an X-Acto knife and I cut slits 1 inch apart, whatever you want to do. This is not computer science, okay? Or brain surgery. You'll see why it doesn't matter. Both sides, slits. Then you have your beads that you just dipped. Come to your box, slip it in here. This is the end with the soda can tab. You put the other end here, and you just, hope you can see that. Just go around it a couple of times till it's tight. Now remember, these beads are wet at this point, okay? What you then do is you pull them apart, space them out. This is not working too well. They're real slippery because they're dry. It won't be this easy when they have glue on them. You space them out until they're not touching, and you let them dry. Once they're dry, you will see that on the fishing line there's Mod Podge. What I do, because I'm a perfectionist and I like my stuff to look nice, I take it off. I totally slip my beads off of the nylon and wipe it down with a wet rag. Or if I don't want to do that, I do that later and I take a fresh piece of the nylon with the Coke tab at the end and I string them up again. Once you string them a second time, when they're totally dry, you dip them again in the polyacrylic. Same process. Dip them, shake them off as much as you can. Like I said, I do this in a sink. Put them back on your box. Make it nice and tight. Pull them apart again. This is a really easy process. If you've ever watched people put each bead on a toothpick, I just want to scream when I see that, okay? Trust me, these come out beautiful. So, split them apart again so they can't touch while they're drying. Let them dry and you're done. These are my signature watercolor paper beads. I will put a link to the video where I make these. I just love these. So you can see them still, they're all dry. You can still see the Coke tabs at the end. And you can put, you know, for instance, this box, you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 strings of beads at the same time, just drying away. So if you look at this method, and you look at people with their styrofoam pieces and their toothpicks, well, I'll let you be the judge of that. So, that is how I do my beads. Mod Podge, polyacrylic, nice cardboard box, fishing line, Coke tabs. So, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Have a great day.